Hello again everyone, welcome back to another informative video. In this video I'm basically I want to gather some information, right? Some data to really use that data to basically replicate conditions and replicate growing patterns. And this information is specifically for this tomato variety, right? So first of all, let me put things into perspective. As you can see, the top or the roofing of this plot is shade cloth, and the date is December 30th, 2020. So that means we are in the winter season, right? So I'm basically comparing this plot with another plot that has UV greenhouse plastic. I think it is about 6 milliliter plastic. So I'm comparing the growth patterns and the production, and basically the yield with between both plots. So this is how this plot looks, right? So I'm basically just going to walk through and show you while I'm talking. So the information I'm planning to gather here is I'm going to gather the date of when this crop was planted. I'm going to basically count how many plants we have in this plot. I'm going to basically take a record of the temperature. So I have my portable temperature and humidity gauge, so I'm actually going to check the humidity as well. I'm going to check the I'm going to find out the nighttime temperature as well. I'm going to find out the nutrient program in terms of the vegetative growth and the reproductive or generative, well, reproductive growth. So because I need to know what is being fed when they are in their vegetative phase and what is being fed when they are in their reproductive phase. What else do I have? And of course, I'm going to record anything that I saw, any little observations, anything like that. So, wow, I never saw this. Look at that. It is actually ripening already. Yes, it is actually ripening already. So I actually need to record that, right? So just give me a second. Let me write down this this observation. So I have observation, and today's date is this is so I named the plots. This is a bit messy. I just draft this up, but I'm going to kind of refine it when I go in a better space. So so I call this plot 1. So obviously I haven't gotten a lot of the information. I need to put the number of plants and the date it was planted. So today's date is the 30th, right? So the 30 of 12 2020, and I observe, and maybe these ripe tomatoes were ripening from maybe yesterday, right? Because 24 hours make a very significant difference in terms of ripening. So, but let me just put it for today, right? Right, so that is our first observation. So I am just kind of bringing you through the plot. But what I should have done is I should have just counted the plants while I am walking through. So I'm going to do that. So I got 44 plants in this canal. So normally you might have the same 44 in this canal, but I'm going to actually count the other 2 canals. But we have 44 in this canal, right? But people, look at this. Showdown. Look at that. Showdown. Alright, so guys, we have in this middle canal we have 49, and in this end one we have 49. So I basically just labeled the canals. So canal 1, 2 and 3. So canal 1 44, 2 49 and 3 49. Plot number 1 has 142 plants, right? So yeah, uh, right. And let us also take note that plot number 1 has the covering would be shade cloth, and this shade cloth looks like maybe about ooh, maybe about 48, between 48 and 50%, right? Yes, so we are gathering all the information that we need, right? Hello everyone, welcome back. And this is basically a continuation to what we were doing yesterday. Yeah, it's basically yesterday. This is the next day. Yesterday when we started collecting data for the tomato plants or the plots, and this is what you're looking at behind me. So yesterday I had to stop at where I started to measure the root zone temperature, but I ran out of time, so I'm here this morning now to finish checking, getting that data. So guys, I'm going down to the other plot now, plot number 2. So as you can see, this greenhouse facility is more like an open concept, but since recently he has kind of screened them off with antiviral mesh. As you can see, we have cucumbers here, right. This is house number. Wow, this is house. So you have one plot here, and you have another plot. You have another plot here, right? So I'm going to start in here, and I'm going to count these plants, right? So let me count them, and then I give you a little walkthrough of what it looks like. And another thing that we are going to record is the root zone temperature, right? That is very important as well. So we need to gather as much information as possible so we can replicate these conditions, right? And to compare the plastic roof with the black mesh, just to kind of see if we need to combine both, or to see if the black mesh, the plants grow better with only the shade cloth, or and so on. But let me count these plants. I'll be back. Okay, so both of these canals sorry, both of these canals have 43 plants each, right? So let us walk through just to show you what the production is like, right? Just to show what the production is like. And the variety in plot number 1, it's a determinate variety, right? But as you can see, it is a determinate variety that grows tall as well, almost like an indeterminate variety. But what I'm trying to show you here is the production, right? And right off the bat, I know you might be saying the production here is kind of what I would say, lesser than the production in plot number 1 already, right? Yeah, you have some blossom fall, right? So the trees are not, they are producing, but they are not laden like plot number 1, the fruit, like with tomato fruits like plot number 1, right? So let us go and look at count the other plants over on the other side. So I'll be back. Alright, so on this side we have 1, 2, 3, we have 4 canals. So let us get to it and start counting the plants. Alright everyone, so yeah, the water is on now. This is how it is watered, right? It will run for some minutes, and once the canal is filled to a certain level, it will shut off, right? So I've finished counted the plants. So let us go back down to the end. So let us look at what we are seeing here also, production is there, but the fruit set is not as phenomenal as the plot number one. So so what we have here is plot this. So this is basically plot number. So this is one of the reasons why you couldn't just estimate to say, okay, then one canal has 44 plants, the others should have the same. What I'm seeing here is that some look like some of the plants died, so we don't have equal numbers in each canal. So basically, you would basically be doing calculations, inaccurate calculations based off amount of plants and yield and all these kind of things. So let me take out the thermometer, portable thermometer now, turn it on. The sun is out now with no cloud interrupting, so we are going to check the relative humidity and the temperature, right? Yeah, so right now it's saying 92.8 degrees Fahrenheit, and I can tell you right off the bat that that is not comfortable. That is not a comfortable temperature, and it is saying 50.3 percent humidity. It's saying 44.9, so 45% and 94. That is the temperature reading there. So I'm going to go back to plot number one and check that temperature, right? So I'll be back. All right, so I'm here now at plot number one, right? So let's just see what the temperature is like and the humidity, right? So the temperature here and the temperature at plot number two is there's a major difference in temperature, right? So we are at 87.9 and 45.5% RH, which is relative humidity. This house that I'm in now, this is the house that has in two canals. The one beside it has four canals, right? So I initially said that I would put them together and use them as and just say plot two, but I'm actually going to just split them because they are separated by screen. So I'm going to just treat them as separate plots. So plot one is down by itself down there. I'm going to treat this plot here with two canals as plot two, and the one beside it with four canals as plot three, right? Just to put things into perspective.